My friend, absolutely do not wait until Teacher Appreciation Week, which is normally the first full week in May every year, to show your school staff and teachers how much you appreciate all that they do, especially if you're a PTO or PTA staff appreciation chair. It can be overwhelming, and especially you might need some ideas for how to stretch your budget. If we haven't yet met, I'm Christina Heideck. I am a PTO and family engagement expert. I have a ton of ideas for you on how you can show the love to your teachers and staff pretty much every day of the entire year. Of course, you don't have to do it every year, but they're appropriate for any time of the year. And I would totally be working on some of these, planning them to sprinkle them throughout the whole year so that the teachers are really feeling supported all year long and not just during Teacher Appreciation Week. I have 12 different ideas for you, so let's go. One, you can write them little notes of support. You can make them kind of generic or do personalized little notes of support, and then you just pop them in everybody's mailbox. Back to school time is a great time to do something like a welcome back breakfast. I have a whole blog post on my website about how to pull off a breakfast really easily. I am not a morning person, and when my kids were in elementary school, like young, it was really hard to get everybody out the door in the morning, and so putting on a breakfast event to me seemed like so impossible. Well, I figured out how to make it work, and I laid it all out in that blog post, so I will link to that below. If you have mandated testing, that is super stressful for teachers, so that's a great time to drop a little note of support or a lollipop, something minor. Conference nights. Teachers are talking so much. So how about putting out a bowl of cough drops in the teacher's lounge so that they can soothe their sore throats and get a little bit of relief about all of the workout that it's been getting from talking so much. Birthday balloons. This does not work for everybody because, of course, Jehovah's Witnesses do not celebrate birthdays, so you'll have to look for an alternative for them. We had a staff appreciation chair who did this, who just acknowledged their birthday, and she'd bring in a helium balloon for every member on or close to their birthday. And I think for summer birthdays, maybe she did half birthdays. The next way to support teachers outside of Teacher Appreciation Week is just to ask them what they need help with. There are small classroom tasks that you can help out with, even at the high school level. I think just ask the teachers what they need help with. I mean, you won't know until you ask. For teachers that have assigned lunch duty, supervising the kids at lunch, maybe you can volunteer. Like maybe your PTO can arrange to have a group of volunteers come in and do it for a day or two or an entire week, depending on what you have the capacity for. Similarly, you can volunteer to help with the car line. My PTO did this on several days, especially if there was like an early morning staff meeting. In elementary schools, if you have a classroom parent program, sign up to be a room parent and go beyond just running or organizing the class parties. Normally there's like Halloween parties or just like the seasonal celebrations. Take the job and expand it so that it's really not just a class party planner, but that you are helping the teacher with volunteer opportunities in her or his room so that you are filling that what may be an unspoken need or helping to coordinate, because a lot of times it's not the work itself, it's the figuring everything out and coordinating and planning. If you can take that workload off of the teacher and just say, you give me the slots, give me descriptions, and then I will find parents to fill those slots, that is doing a lot and taking something off of the teacher's plate, and they're really going to be thankful for that. Another opportunity to recognize teachers is for any milestones that they are reaching in life. Maybe they're getting married, having a baby, celebrating retirement. Maybe they earned their doctorate or their master's or their principal's administrative license. You totally can be acknowledging those events and highlighting them to kind of spread the word and shower them with a little bit of love. The next thing, and this is really your PTO can organize some teacher grants. We call them mini grants. I don't know if that is just to set the expectations for the teachers so that they know they're not going to be applying for a $10,000 grant. So normally our grants were like $2,000 or less. That's something your PTO could potentially start funding if you have the funds. And the last idea for teacher support outside of Teacher Appreciation Week, and of course you can use any of these ideas for actual Teacher Appreciation Week. Acknowledging the teachers all year long is really nice. Some years can be really hard, and so the teachers might feel really down. And so if you're waiting till May, which is typically the end of the school year, and if you're in a year-round school, then that's like halfway through the year, then that's a long time to wait for some acknowledgement. Get donations of classroom supplies so you can help defray the cost, because you know the cost of so much of what goes into classrooms is carried by the teachers teachers themselves. They are not getting the extra funding for like rugs that they use at reading time if you're in an elementary building, or even the decorations that are going on the bulletin board at the high school. Maybe the school has some materials that they can use, but oftentimes I think they're just paying for it out of their own pocket. Survey the teachers, see what they want, and then maybe start collecting donations on your own or raise some money to give to teachers so that they can use them to buy whatever they need for their classroom. So those are 12 pretty simple ideas that will go a long way to showing your appreciation for teachers and staff in your building who are doing so much to help your school community. The next video that I would recommend you to watch is how to plan teacher appreciation events, because not everybody is a born planner, and especially a teacher appreciation event is not something you want to mess up. And so I have run so many of these and have it down pat. And so I have a lot of wisdom to share with you in that video. So I hope you check that one out and then also stick around for my next video too.